Where are we? We're in Edinburgh. As usual in my books, there's a body in the ground. How long's she been here? The head of CID asked. The doc reckoned about 10 days, sir, Jack McGurk replied, his voice muffled by his face mask. The space in the copse was restricted by overhanging branches, forcing the towering detective sergeant into an awkward crouch. You can't be certain, though, he continued. He was going to a maggot infestation mostly. It's been hot for the last week, and he did say that could have affected it. Poor lassie, said, she's not a pretty sight. That went without saying, Neil McElhenney growled. The eyes, the mouth, and nasal cavities of the body were filled with pupae and with black crawling insects which were feeding on them in turn. He turned to Maguire. You're in no doubt now you've seen her close up. None, said the chief superintendent. The way she's been laid out, it's very similar to the others. Come on, let's get the smell out of her nostrils of the crime scene people back in. Stripping off his mask, he led the way out of the small clearing and onto the green hillside below. A woman dressed in a white tunic like the three men stood waiting for them on the edge of the golf course. She was in her mid-30s, tall, slim, dark, close-cropped hair. Is it what you thought? She asked McGurk. Maguire answered for him. No, Inspector, it's as Superintendent McElhenney and I suspected when we saw the image in the mobile. Jack wasn't at any of the earlier crime scenes, but this body's laid out in just the same way they were. Looks like an overdose, suicide, or a natural death, except there's no sign of drug use, no empty pill bottles or stuff, and the victim's young, apparently healthy. The only difference is that the others were in fairly public places and were all found immediately after the kill. This girl's off the beaten track. Are we sure about that? McElhenney asked him. Don't people walk through these woods? I've never imagined so, but maybe I'm wrong. There's a path by the fence, but it's pretty much overgrown. He looked at McGurk. How was she found? By a golfer, the sergeant told him. He hit a big hook off the tee and knocked his ball into the woods. It's out of bounds, but he went looking for it just the same. You hit it that far off line, McElhenney said. He said. No, the ball was just inside the tree line. He said to the uniforms it was the smell that attracted him once he got in there. Have you spoken to him? McGurk winced. I thought I'd leave that to you, sir. He's a High Court judge. Right, that's all I'm going to do.